And
excuse me.
What is your main job as a hooker during set pieces?
Well, it's obvious. Line out time, all eyes are on me. I've got to hit my man in the line out, but that comes with understanding a whole lot of set calls, understanding the type of throw that I've got to use. It's a lonely place on the touchline when everyone's watching. And then obviously scrum time with the law change to hook the ball. And obviously the hooker is the kind of centre point of the scrum. He's probably the leader of the scrum. He's talking all the time. The whole scrum's kind of balanced on his right leg, so the engage, you control all that sort of thing. And then when the scrum is set, the halfback usually touches your hand with the ball, feeds the ball in, and you hook it back.
Okay, brilliant.
Hence the name hooker.
Opposite that, what's your job as a hooker during open play?
Open play, traditionally, I think the hooker has been said to be an extra back row forward, but I think you see all different moulds. I mean, you see the Skulk Brits, who's almost like a centre with he's really fast, really pacey, good hands, good footwork. But then I probably see myself at the other end of the scale, probably a bit more set piece orientated. Defensively, I enjoy that sort of thing a bit more. But yeah, just an all-round player. That's what they're supposed to be anyway. I'm not saying I am that, but
okay.
Just involved everywhere.
Speaking of the new scrum laws, do you like them? Do you prefer them to the old ones? And more critically, do you think they work?
I think the reason they brought in the new rules was to get rid of resets, and I think that's worked. So the games, there's not as much dead time resetting scrums. The crowd don't want to see reset after reset. They want to see the ball and play. So I think it's working, and I think it's quite nice that I can call myself an actual hooker now, because I actually do hook the ball. There's all the traditional rugby purists out there saying that you can't be a hooker, you don't hook the ball. So no, I enjoy it certainly, and it's mixed things up. You've had to change how you scrum, but it's good.
Okay, who do you think is the best hooker in the world, and why? What makes them so good at what they do?
The last one I played against was probably Bismarck Duplessis. I think he was in most people's world 15s in the last 6 months or so. But with the law changes and whatnot, I don't know how he's getting on in the new scrum laws, because it has changed a lot. But you get hookers that are good at different things. Like I said, some are really good in loose play, and some are more set piece focused. So yeah, everyone has different strengths.
How much of a rapport do you have to have with your two props? Is it sort of stronger than what you'd expect with most of the teammates?
Yeah, it is pretty special. It's the old front row union. You do rely on them, they rely on you. You're kind of looking after each other, and your physical well-being's in their hands at every scrum. So no, you do have to get on very well with them.
Okay, last question. What was it like to gain your 50th cap versus the All Blacks? Was it made it more special since it was New Zealand it was doing it against?
Probably, because I knew my mum and dad would be watching for sure. But no, I was just very nervous. And I was obviously disappointed to leave the field on 50 minutes with an injury, when things were going so well. But no, just very honoured and nervous being the main word.
Okay, cheers, Dylan.